Welcome to this week's edition of Tahoe Sportsline. It's the World Series edition of the NFL football season. I've got our Commissioner Tooney here and Coach McLaughlin. Guys, good to see you.
But the series is going on. We're going to talk football.
Are we going to do a Sportsline segment every day?
Hopefully we celebrate a Red Sox win. But this week we're going to talk about football. But before we do that, how did our Facebook contestants do last week?
Our Facebook contestants did all right, but you know what? You did even better. You went 9-1, and our Facebook contestants, 500. So. You know what? You can play. All you have to do is log on to our Facebook page. And actually, it's not our Facebook page. It's our web page now. Log on to our web page. It's under Contest Sportsline, and then pick against us.
I'm not going to brag about the record because last time we did that, we got smoked. This week, Coach, who are the games that you have highlighted for us to talk about?
Well, we're going to start with Pittsburgh is playing Oakland, and Pittsburgh is giving up 2.5 points. Oakland's coming off a bye week, and although they've been really a Jekyll and Hyde team, they've ironed out a few of the problems. And Pittsburgh is not the old fearsome foursome of old. They're very average this year. I think Oakland is kind of on the border of being a pretty good team. I expect them to not only cover, I expect them to cover by more than 2.5 points. And 2.5 points is just a Janikowski field goal, which he can hit when he walks into the stadium.
I agree. And are you feeling okay? You sound a little off this week.
No.
A little sick. All right. I think that the Oakland Raiders will cover. It's a 2.5 point spread. Not very many points there. And they're rolling. I mean, Oakland, the Raiders have won 3 of the last 4 in the series with the Steelers, including the last 2 at the Coliseum. This is one of the AFC's oldest and most storied rivalries. I expect that the Raiders will certainly cover.
You obviously haven't watched some of the games. I know Pittsburgh started out terribly, but they've come on strong as of late. Roethlisberger seems like he's got it together. And Oakland, just not sure about that quarterback situation. As much as I would love to see the Raiders win, I'm going to take the Steelers on this one.
Well, our next game is Green Bay has given up 10.5 points in Minnesota to play the Vikings. It's funny how things turn out. Leslie Frazier has given up on Christian Ponder. Now he's going to have to start him because Josh Freeman has a concussion. Ponder is auditioning for a starting job somewhere else away from Minnesota. I expect him to have a good game, and I think that Minnesota's going to cover. 10.5 is just too many in a game like this.
I don't know. The Green Bay Packers, if you haven't noticed, are very capable of putting up points. In fact, the Minnesota Vikings are even more capable of giving up points. They rank 30th in the league in allowing points. You know, the fewest points allowed, they're 30th. So they're allowing way too many points every game. The Packers may be banged up, but they are playing postseason caliber football in all 3 phases of the game. They're rolling into Minnesota with 3 straight W's. And, oh, by the way, the Vikings have yet to win on their home turf this season. I'm going with the Packers and giving the points.
Yeah, my heart goes out to Adrian Peterson. Quarterback situation for the Vikings, not that great. The run game, not that great. They give up a lot of points. Aaron Rodgers, come on.
Yeah, the last game is Seattle giving up 11.5 points in St. Louis. St. Louis is in disarray. I think Seattle wins this thing going away.
Ditto.
Okay, trifecta. Seattle's going to win this one. They're going to cover the point spread. It is a lot of points in a division game. Sam Bradford out for the year. New quarterback in there. This one could be a rough one for St. Louis.
Brady Quinn didn't win anywhere else. What makes us think he's going to win in St. Louis?
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. Yeah. All right, well, make sure you log on to our Facebook page, and that's going to do it for this week's edition of Tahoe Sportsline.